Are you in the mood for a dramatic romance fantasy that's far from the norm in that it doesn't have lolicon elements, indecisive romance, and harem? Then I got an anime for you, and it's named WorldEnd. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? Setting time. This anime takes place in a world where humanity has become extinct 500 years in the past, at the hands of mysterious creatures called beasts. All other races had to flee to the sky in order to escape this threat, but just because the other races escaped doesn't mean they're safe from the invasions of these creatures. So in order for them to combat these foes, they utilize leprechauns, young girls that have the ability in using the ancient dug weapons needed to fight these beasts. Plot time. WorldEnd follows William, the last living human that's been awoken from an icy slumber and becomes the caretaker at the leprechaun orphanage. While caring and nurturing for the girls, William becomes the father figure that they never had. This leads him struggling and coming to terms with his new life, as it reminds him of his life that he lived 500 years in the past, and what he's lost. The anime follows William and the girls' struggles as they come to an understanding of what family is and why it's worth protecting. Tagline time! Shuka follows the endeavors William faces as he comes to terms with his past while caring for the bioweapons known as leprechauns. Time for my remarks. This series is great, so check it out if you're in the mood for a fantasy romantic drama that's far from the norm. What makes the series not normal is that it's not a harem with lolicon elements and wishy-washy romance. The girls at the orphanage see William as a father, and he treats them like kids. William also sticks with the main love interest throughout the whole series, and there's no harem elements such as William jumping from girl to girl and all the girls at the orphanage crushing on him. The series also has a progressive plot that develops as William and the girls get to know a little bit more about each other through the many endeavors that they face, which everything together honestly is why the series isn't normal for an anime that's specifically about a male lead living with a whole bunch of girls. The show also has a really good progressive plot because William really comes to terms with his, struggling with his past, and the girls really become more like girls while interacting with William because they're not girls, they're bioweapons. So the show really does have a very good progressive plot. So all in all, it's definitely a show worth checking out if you're in the mood for a fantasy romantic drama or just want to see a series that has an overall really solid story. Rap time! This light novel-inspired anime was produced by Lantis, Kadokawa Shoten, ATX, Dax Production, KlockWorx, Kadokawa Media House, Production Ace, on top of being backed by the studios Satelight and C2C Source. If you happen to have seen this anime, let us know your thoughts on it in the comments below, along with your favorite romance fantasy. And if you'd like any further information regarding the show, just check the description. Now, remember everybody, watch Otaku Time. You know you want to. Also, don't forget to subscribe. But most importantly, thank you very much everyone for staying tuned. I tried to get into it and talk and then I'm like, oh, okay. I should have reviewed the script before I went over it. Note to self, review shit before you go over it or begin filming. Yo, that was brush shoulders off take right there. Thank goodness my mic's still rolling. I would have been crying right now. Of his life that he lived 500 years in the past and what he's lost. This anime just follows the struggles that William and the girls face as they come to an understanding of what family is and why it's worth protecting. And my mic had to fall off on a good take. Mother. Real quick, you know what? When medical tape doesn't work to hold up a microphone, get some duct tape. It's just gonna hurt like hell pulling off, but at least it's gonna keep the mic on.